Here we go. Test one, test two, test one, test two. It is Lance the Lush here on a Saturday night. Yes, Lush fans, this Lush actually runs on a Saturday night. Now, I'm actually doing a little bit of an experiment tonight. Let everybody know. Um, I'm actually trying something a little bit different than I normally do. And bear with me, Lush fans. And I know it's an impromptu chat, but it's like, so you gotta bear with me because I've never done it this way before. But we're gonna have a little fun tonight. Now this is actually a review. You probably see right on the screen now. This is a Lance the Lush live. Tonight we're talking about the Rusty Rail Brewing Company's Rail Spike IPA. Now, Lush fans, I saw this actually in the store yesterday. This is the third of the three reviews I'm going to do this weekend, even though I'm kind of out of order right now. Want to be uploading the second one to three. This is actually number three. It's going to be uploading tomorrow. So keep that in mind, and that was a special one for me too. That was a little on the long side. Now, this particular brewery is Rusty Rail, is located in Milfenburg, Pennsylvania. Now, according to the bottle, it says known for their incredible strength, railroad spikes were hammered deep to the ground in order to hold the tracks together and keep massive steam engines on course. Forged from Centennial, Columbus, Simcoe, Chinook, and Cascade hops, our Rail Spike IPA delivers, a sharp flavor as strong and dependable as the hardware is named for. Now, according to their official webpage, so bear with me here, I gotta find it. The alcohol by volume, as confirmed on the bottle, is 7.1%, and the IBUs are 72. Now, you're probably wondering why in the world did I pick this? Actually, this wasn't going to be my first choice for this particular brewery. Actually, they have one called Waffle Sauce that was directly next to this one. And I stood there for about 15 minutes trying to figure out which one I was going to do. And I settled on this one. So go figure. It was just one of those situations to where, you know what? What can you do? So I decided on this one, and this is what we're going to go with. Now, I've never had it before. I think there's a couple of reviews out there on this one. It's not really that many. And as you can see on your right of your screen, I do have the chat up, and I'm still trying to figure out how to set up XSplit in this. XSplit, but set up Google Chat with XSplit. It could be a lot easier for me to do it that way. But we're gonna go. I don't know why I used that particular bottle opener, but that's okay. And as you can see, I know you can see it here, they do have some artwork on the bottle. Now, I cracked this. There was absolutely no smoke on this. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But go for the pour. Now, I do notice that this was actually somewhat clean. For an IPA, actually is very clean. And I do notice that the carbonation is swirling, but it's in a very, very, very slow pattern. But that's okay, you know. Sometimes that happens. It can be a nice clean head, a nice clean 2 fingers. Put the rest of that in there. Now, the one thing I do notice, I smelled immediately, was the hops. Sorry, Lush fans. I gotta be mindful of the sound. Make sure I have sound on this, because I don't normally do a live this way, especially on a Saturday night after I've had a few. The hop smell is right there. It smells completely and totally like an IPA. It really does. Now we go for the taste. So cheers. That's an IPA, alright. you're gonna, I wouldn't necessarily call it a hop forward beer, but you definitely cap that hops up front. I won't go, because hop forward, I won't go that far, especially as it's the first time I ever had it. But it's nice, it's clean, it's tasty, it's not hitting you over the head with a baseball bat. As far as that, I sorry, Lush fans, I should put the bottle in the screen there. Now, being at 7.1% at this taste, the IBUs are a little deceiving on this, at least to me. You can almost, well, I can't call it a double IPA. Let me back, before I make that statement, let me back that up. Scratch that. You definitely know the hops is there. The IBUs are about right. I wouldn't necessarily call it I can't call it a double, because it doesn't have that hit like it's a double IPA. Because it doesn't. But it's definitely clean. It's definitely tasty. And I'm wondering, see if there's a date on this. See, it was bottled on 5/2/9/2/17. So if I'm reading this right, it was bottled on September the 2nd of this year. So it was actually actually pretty much a month old. So it's definitely fresh, if I read that bottle correctly. Now I want to thank the good brewers and good folks over at the Rusty Rail Brewing Companies over in Milfenburg, Pennsylvania for this one. I have no clue where that's at. So Lush fans, I apologize. I should have did the research on that, on where it was at. So I have an idea where I'm talking about to tell you where it's at. This is actually really tasty. Now you have to be careful at 7.1%. You can't slam, 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 because this is not one of those. This is not going to work with this. This is definitely a sipper on those nice hot days. You want to sit down and just enjoy it. Now, first things first. Does the Lush approve? Yes, the Lush does. But like I said, it's one of those hot days to where, you know what? Sit down, drink it, enjoy it, and you're good. Now, I apologize. I keep looking at my screen here because I got to see anybody pops on because I'm running via XSplit tonight. So it's something I really don't normally use, but I can still follow it. Now, Chocoboos. I'll give it... Take one more sip. I'll give it a 4 Chocoboo. A lot of it's weather related, but it's like, hold on, scratch that. I'll give it 4.25. I'll give it an odd number. It's good. It's all there. But it seems a little thin on the back end. Not necessarily water, but a little thin. And maybe it's just me. Maybe I need to have it again and reassess. But I only bought one bottle of this, so I'm going to have to go out and buy another one. It just popped up here in town a couple days ago. That's why I bought it. But 4.25 Chocoboos is about right, and is exactly where this needs to be. Well, Lush fans, I do recommend it, so keep that in mind. But Lush fans, I'm going to get off here. This is the Rusty Rail Brewing Company's Rail Spike IPA. And stay tuned for the next edition of Lance the Lush.